Welcome to another episode of the MMA Fight Game Podcast. This girl may look familiar. She may not. She's been out of the game for a little bit, but she's back. Vicious Victoria Cramp is back. She's currently 2-2. She's taking on OG Emily Licata of SGP Fight Club on a massive card Saturday, March 29th, 2025 at the legendary and mighty Tim Hortons Iceplex. The last time we saw Victoria fight, she was in a fight of the night performance with Ava Chochi almost 2 years ago. Victoria, 2 years ago is a long time. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm hanging in there. Good to see you again.
It's good to be back.
So let's get the skeletons out of the closet right now. Last time we saw you in FCP Cage, it was on May 6, 2023, Fight of the Night performance against Ava Chochi. It is on our YouTube channel. So if you want to get familiar with Victoria, look at that fight. You will be thoroughly entertained. It is a rock'em sock'em robots type of fight. You will be entertained. 2 years. Have you missed it?
So much. I did not want to be away for 2 years, but it was a very good reset.
Good reset. You're focused. You're motivated. Do you want to get into, why such a long layoff?
Yeah. So right after the fight, everybody kind of took a pause from competing because my coach from Vicious Elite, his mother-in-law had cancer and she sadly passed away. The team, was very supportive. Nobody wanted to compete while coach was going through that. All we wanted to do was just be there for support in whatever way we could. And then sadly, we had to close the doors because rent prices were going up and it was such a small town that it was just not feasible to keep a gym at that high of rent prices in that area. So sadly, those doors closed, and that kind of gave me an opportunity. I didn't have my team anymore. I was looking to change jobs, and everything just kind of lined up perfectly. I found a new job up in Rochester, and then I started looking at where to live. Found a place to live in Webster, and then spent my summer, kind of just exploring, hanging out, getting adjusted to a new life. And honestly, after Vicious Elite closed at the beginning of 2024, I didn't train for a solid 9 months, just about. Um, we closed in January, and I took everything off completely. I did my normal fitness stuff, but there was no striking training going on or anything of the sorts. And then I got through the summer, and I was like, wow, okay. I had fun, but I'm really missing something in my life, and I know exactly what that something is. So I found dark arts, and from the moment I walked in those doors, I knew that that was the gym I wanted to be a part of and the family that I wanted to be in.
Yeah, let's talk about dark arts. We were talking offline. They posted a video today and we commented on it. It was a packed house. Talk to me about the gym for people that don't know about dark arts. Talk to me about the gym, talk to me about the coaching staff. How did you find them and whatnot?
So it was just by chance. They actually happened to be relatively close to my apartment. So when I Googled, kickboxing or Muay Thai near me, they were the first people that popped up, and I gave them a look, and I was like, wow, okay, this looks like a nice place. They were newly established, because I joined back in September, and their 1 year anniversary is coming up the week after my fight. So
Awesome.
they were pretty new when I went in, and it was wonderful. I did like a week of free classes, and I knew right after the first day that I wanted to sign on full time. And I went up to Coach Juan and I was like, I absolutely love it. This is the place that I want to be. Where do I, sign my paperwork, give you my card, get this going? And he goes, you have a week of free classes. Take your week of free classes. We'll start everything after that week. I was like, but I'm sold. I'm on board, but okay. And it was just love and welcome right from the very first day. And they had a nice little outdoor grill celebration, and I got to be a part of that when I was, only at the gym for a week, and it was fantastic. And he just made me feel like I was a part of the family right from my first day, and that I was meant to be at that gym. And they are just a gym full of wonderful people. And like you said, the video had a ton of people in it.
Good.
There are a ton of people at that gym, from, people that stepped in just a few days ago to people that have trained under Coach Juan for years and years, even before he started Dark Arts, when he was at another location. He has a family with him, and he has people that have just grown passion with him, and he's watched um, students develop from young children into adults and then grow their own families. And I love listening to the stories and hearing everything from people that have just been with him for years, because it just gives me such a great outlook for the future that I have with the gym and the training potential and the opportunities and just the family that I have. And it's wonderful.
Yeah, so let's talk about this. I remember. So you're their first fighter too, aren't you?
Myself and my teammate Anthony.
But you were the OG. You were the first one that inquired about it. Because then we tried getting you booked for one fight, and you said not yet, but I'll do the ES. I'll do that, not the ESL, the ESCA. But the
Yep.
Tim Hortons Iceplex show.
Yep, no, back in December, my coach was away on vacation and he said, "Please not while I'm gone. I want to be there." And I respect and honor everything that he says because he has completely transformed me as an athlete. So I trusted everything and I said, "All right, when you say, we're going." And he said, "Sign yourself up for the next one. I'll make sure I'm there and I'll make sure that we're good to go."
Awesome. And then you got Anthony Federlicio, who's making his FCP MMA debut. So you're doing this bout against the OG Emily Licata. When can we expect to see you with 4-ounce gloves on in MMA?
Hopefully within a year. I'm now at a well-established place that has a fantastic Muay Thai program and a fantastic Jiu-Jitsu program. I've started some Jiu-Jitsu classes, and after this fight, I'm going back full-time into Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu. So hopefully within the next year, as soon as they say I'm ready to go and they give me the green light, I want to put those 4-ounce gloves on.
There you go. What are your expectations for Saturday, March 29th at the mighty and legendary Tim Hortons Iceplex against Emily Licata?
I'm not going to give anything in my game plan
No,
away,
of course
but
not.
it's going to be a completely different version of me. Nothing that you guys have seen before. That's another reason why, I haven't put a lot of training footage out. I haven't, I share pictures and things like that, but it's a new me, and I'm very, very excited to display that new me.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the social media buzz, there was a reason why we announced your fight first. And I've been all the athletes that I've talked to on this card, there are a number of you athletes that could headline this card alone, and it'd be a huge card. But to be on a card with all this talent, which is a ridiculous amount of talent, the whole card is stacked completely. From the very first juniors fight all the way up to the main event, Kram Ali and Kenny Correa. What does that mean to you being on such a talent-rich card?
It's phenomenal. Seeing how much FCP has grown and developed since I first started fighting on the cards back in 2022, it's crazy and I love it. And I love the new location. And I just love the opportunities that you guys are creating for fighters and helping us grow our platforms and giving us these fantastic opportunities. One of my teammates asked, they were like, "So is everybody on this card from Rochester?" I was like, "Oh, no, definitely not." And then I started going into it a little bit, and they were like, "Holy cow. Wait, people are coming all that way to fight in Rochester? Why?" And I was like, the platform, the audience, the people, the everything that you get for fighting for FCP, it's just fantastic and it's worth it."
So I will let you in a little surprise since we're breaking news anyways tonight. So I was out in Las Vegas last weekend for UFC 313. I did run into the UFC matchmaker Mick Maynard. I would not be surprised if he does not tune in to watch because there is some interest with a bunch of you athletes on the card. So
That's awesome.
yeah, so that's
That's
another thing
fantastic.
that we do as well. But before we wrap this up, because I know it's late and I appreciate your time. Is there anybody that you want to thank? Any sponsors? Anybody that you want to plug who's helped you on this journey at all, getting back to it after 2 years away?
I want to thank just absolutely everybody at Dark Arts. Every single day that I go in there, from, people that just stepped in the gym all the way to the black belts, everybody pushes me. And in sparring and drills and just in everything that we do in that gym. You guys push me to be the best version of myself every single time I step on that mat. You support me. You help give me, new advice, new tips. Sal, after class today, gave me some great advice, and I won't say what it was, but he knows exactly what he taught me, and I cannot wait to put everything that you guys have shown me to use because, like I said, it's going to be completely different, and the love and support and push that you guys have given me is just exactly why it's going to be completely different. It would not be possible without everybody at Dark Arts.
Yeah, I love that. And you talk about the platform. We love giving the women a platform to shine, showcase their skills, and you're a reason for that because I can make a call right now. I guarantee you and Emily's fight will get the crowd on their feet because you guys are OGs, you guys are scrappers, and you guys are definitely going to put on a show. So I cannot wait to see you at weigh-ins on next Friday, March 28th. And then Time to Eat on Saturday, March 29th at Rage in the Cage 28 at the mighty and legendary Tim Hortons Iceplex. I appreciate it. I'll see you soon and just sit tight, okay?
All right. Thank you so much.
No problem. Hold on.